Hi there, this is Srikanth Azare. So, in this lesson, we are going to learn about the hyperlinks in HTML. So, we look into the various ways to link to various other HTML documents. So, within a web page here, okay. So, first, let me launch the IDE. So, we know that we are using NetBeans for our HTML5 projects, okay. So here I'm going to launch the NetBeans IDE 8.0, so which is the latest one by the time of this recording here. So it takes always a minute to load since my system is ancient. Okay, it's taking a moment to load here. Okay, so NetBeans has got loaded here. Okay, so here, so before starting, so first let me create a new project here by going to File, New Project, selecting HTML5 application. Let's click next and let's name our application as HTML5 hyperlinks here. Okay, so rest of the all options keep it as by default here. Okay, so NetBeans takes the privilege of creating a new project here. Okay, so I am just closing the other project which I have already in my project explorer here. Okay, so here NetBeans created a new project here with the name which I have given HTML5 hyperlinks. It consists of one and only file, which is index.html in the site root directory. So if you go to that index.html here, okay, by double clicking, here you have NetBeans automatically. We know that NetBeans automatically creates a blank HTML5 template here. Okay, so I just got rid of those comments and also the div type, which we are going to study in the subsequent lessons here. Okay, so here our intention is to create hyperlinks within the various HTML documents inside a web page here. Okay, so to do that, the important tag we are going to use is a tag here. Okay, so a, which consists of very important attribute, which is href. Okay, so href, so if you say, like, so before creating a href to particular page here, okay, so we need to create a new page here. Okay, so first let us create a new page here. So I'm just closing off this a tag here. Okay, so to create a new web page within our HTML5 project, okay, so if you go to the site root directory and if you right click and select new option here and select the HTML file here. Okay, so now let's say typically so any website consists of four different places. Okay, so four different pages for each individual topic here. Okay, so let's say a website consists of a home page. So here you can take the home page as our index.html, and typically it consists of an about us page and a contact us page and a gallery. Okay, so let's create all those things here now to make it look like a typical starter static HTML website here. Okay, so I am going to create a new web page here. I'm saying it as about us.html. Okay, so I have did that by going to site root directory, new and HTML file here. Okay, so if you say that, so NetBeans automatically creates an HTML files within HTML page within this root site root directory here. Okay, so in that directory, so NetBeans, as we know that NetBeans automatically adds the HTML5 blank template. Okay, so I have just got rid of that comment here, and here I am also getting rid of this div tag, which we are going to study. So for better understanding purpose, or else for a better look, I am just adding a background color to our newly created page here. So bg color is equal to yellow, which is always a bad practice to do the styling within this HTML tag. So always a good practice is to add a CSS cascading style sheets within this head section. Okay, so I have added a background color, and also in the body tag, let me say that let me add an heading here using the h1. Let's say, to keep it simple, let's say just contact us here. Okay, So now our intention is to make a hyperlink to this about us.html in our index.html page here. Okay, so to do that now, so if you use within this ahref, let's say once again, so about us dot html here. Okay, so if you say something like this and you write a small text here, so to display the hyperlink, okay, the text of hyperlink is going to be about us, and the path where it goes on clicking is about us.html here. Okay, so which is this page here. So now let us run this tiny HTML page in the Google Chrome. Okay, so let me select the Chrome browser, which is the default browser for NetBeans ideally. So click it and run it on the Chrome. So here you, if you observe here, the hyperlink which we have created using the A tag has been shown here. Okay, so here we have created a hyperlink using A tag here. Okay, so it's just showing us here. So if you click on that, it immediately takes us to the this contact us page here. Okay, so it takes us to the contact us page. So if you click the add button here, back button, it goes to the next page. Okay, sorry, previous page here. Okay, so instead of making it view within the same page, you can also use this attribute called as target is equal to hyphen blank. Okay, so if you say something like this and if you run your HTML page in Google Chrome, so here if you observe, you have an hyperlink here, and if you click on it, so it opens in a new tab here. Okay, so that's the sole purpose of that target attribute there. So if you say target is equal to underscore blank, so that your output or else your hyperlink, so whatever you are going to link, it's going to redirect to a new page in the new tab here. Okay, so that's the use of that target attribute. Unless and until it's important, or if any user codes with a specific requirement, so you're not meant to use this attribute. Okay, so it always annoys your user base. For the time being, I'm just removing this one. Okay, so here we have a small hyperlink to our about us dot page. Okay, so and also I'm just adding another BG color to make it look good. Okay, I'm saying the BG color as tan here, and also I'm having and I also am adding an h1 tag to make it good look here. Okay, so let's say welcome to my some stupid silly message. So welcome to my home page here. Okay, so let's align this h1 to center, and let's say align is equal to center. Okay, so even though it's a bad practice to use this styling attributes within this within our tags here. Okay, so to keep it simple, since we haven't started learning CSS seriously, so I'm just adding this BG color and align is equal to center attributes, styling properties within this HTML tags here. Okay, so now if you run your page, so it would look somewhat different. We have added a background color and we have just added a h1 tag and made the title align center here. Okay, so if we click on this hyperlink here, so it takes back to that page, and if you click back, it comes to the home index.html page here. Okay, so apart from this, you can also make the hyperlink within that page also. Okay, so in the about us.html, so also you can have an hyperlink like this a, so href is equal to, so NetBeans is smart enough that its IntelliSense is pointing to the list of HTML pages which are within our site root directory here. Okay, so I am just selecting this index.html here. Okay, and I am saying it as home. Okay, since we are considering that as home button there. So I'm just closing this a tag here. Okay, so now if you go back to your index.html, and if you run your page in the Google Chrome, so again if you click on this about us.html, so now if you observe the home hyperlink here. Okay, which we have just created here. Okay, so if you click on that, you are redirected back to the your index.html. Okay, so this is very important thing to keep the home button or home link on each and every subsequent pages which you are going to add to your website. Okay, so because if your website is very huge and if you are going very deep into the links, and so you need not hit a million times a back button, browser back button, to get back to your home button here. So here our website, our project is very simple. It just consists of 2 pages, and also the contact the about us page does not have too much links in depth. Okay, so that's the reason if you hit a single time this back button, takes back you to the index.html page here. Okay, so it's always a good practice to add a hyperlink to your subsequent pages to take back to redirect you immediately to your index.html or home page here. Okay, so in the same way, if you go back to your NetBeans and if you go back to your projects, sometimes you need not place all the directories within your site root directory here. Okay, so there arises some situations where you need to where it demands to keep all your pages of one category under a different folder here. Okay, so if you want to do, or if you are lead into that situation, so here I am creating right clicking on a site root directory, and I'm creating a new folder here. Let us name the new folder as gallery. So here our intention is to keep our gallery.html within this directory. Okay, so within this folder here. Okay, so that's for that purpose. Again, I'm right clicking on this gallery directory, a new HTML file here. Okay, so I'm saying that gallery .html. Okay, so gallery.html, and I'm just clicking it finish here. Okay, so I have created a new project within our site root directory, and I am saying that as gallery, and within that directory I have created a gallery.html here. Okay, so here so let's do one thing. Let's add, so first let us get rid of this div tag here. Okay, and let's add some color to our body. To keep it simple, let's say bg color is equal to 10, and let's have a heading also here. So h1 tag, let's say, so my college gallery. Okay, so somewhat similar title. Okay, since we are saying that this is a gallery.html here. Okay, so let's say align is equal to center. Okay, so now if you want to make a hyperlink, so if you go back to your index.html and if you run your page, so you don't have an hyperlink for your gallery.html here. Okay, so if you go back to your project here. Okay, so gallery.html, so if you want to have a hyperlink for that in your index.html page, again you need to use this a tag here. Okay, so let's say a tag ahref is equal to, so here saying directly gallery.html does not work here. Okay, that's because the gallery page is sitting under the folder with the name gallery here. Okay, so here since we are using NetBeans, which is smart enough to show in the IntelliSense the name of our folder also here. Okay, so this is the perfect syntax. You need to say gallery slash and your web page gallery.html here. Okay, so this is the perfect syntax, and let's have gallery the text for hyperlink here. Okay, so I'm saying it as gallery here. Okay, so something has gone wrong. It's showing me this red ugly line here. Okay, so let's see what went wrong here. Okay, it says that immediately after so about us, oh my goodness. Okay, so what you have done here wrong. Expecting okay, so everything is okay. So if you run this page, so you have your hyperlink. It's showing it as in blue color because we haven't yet visited this link. Okay, so as soon as you click it, it changes the color, and also we are not redirected to our gallery.html. That's because I think we have gallery hyphen gallery.html. HTML. Okay, my goodness, I have just written HTML. Okay, so if you run this page in the Chrome, if you click on this gallery, so you are automatically related to this gallery page here. Okay, so to make it a true gallery page, so let's add an image in our gallery.html. So previous to that, let's take an image of my college, which I have stored in my system here in my documents folder. So I have an image of my college, my wonderful college, where I work as an assistant professor in a CS department. So I think I have one image. Since my system is very ancient, it's taking a lot of time. Okay, so logo. I think it's a logo for websites here. Okay, so here we have an image of my college here. Okay, so I am just copying it and pasting it in my NetBeans gallery here. Okay, so I am just pasting it, and collegepic.1.jpg. Okay, so I have just pasted that image from my documents to the gallery folder within our HTML5 project here. Okay, so now using the image tag, since I am in gallery.html here, so using the image tag, this image. So we learned about the image in the previous lesson here. Okay, so gallery college NetBeans is again smart enough. It's automatically saying that showing us the name of my image with .jpg extension here. Okay, so I'm just selecting directly. Okay, since image is self-closing tag, so let's add some attributes, or else it will look ugly. So let's say. So width, let's say width is equal to some 400, okay, and let's say height is equal to some 400. Okay, so previous to that, let me add a br tag here. Okay, so now if you run your project in your Chrome, so if you go to gallery, so you have your wonderful image of my college here within our college gallery.html page here. Okay, so now so the last thing we are going to learn about in this lesson is, so let's make a hyperlink in our gallery.html. So if you observe in your gallery.html, so we don't have a hyperlink here for to browse back to the to redirect immediately to our home page or index.html here. Okay, so to do that, let's add an hyperlink here. Let's say again, let's keep the a href is equal to, so now, so we need to follow another different syntax here. Okay, so if you are familiar with the command line interface in the DOS, so to go one step backwards, we use in cd and dot here. Okay, so the same syntax is repeating here, so you need to say something like this. So since you are in one step forward within, if you observe in the project structure here, so site root is the main main content where all the stuff regarding your website sits. Okay, so we have placed this gallery.html within this gallery folder here. Okay, so in order to go one step backwards from crossing this folder to the index.html, so which is in site root directory, so you need to follow this syntax here. Okay, if you say dot slash, and if you say so index.html, okay, so only then it works. So now you can have so name of your hyperlink, let's say home. Okay, so let's close our edit tag here. Okay, so again, if you run your project in your Google Chrome, so if you go to gallery, so you have a home button just sliding downwards here, because so we haven't used a br tag immediately after this home button here. Okay, so again, if you go back to your Chrome and reload your page, so here you have a small tiny home button here. So if you click it, you're automatically redirected to your home page here. Okay, so So this is the basic stuff about so how to navigate using a link, so a tag within your HTML pages. So see, to summarize once again, we have created a project here by name HTML5 hyperlinks, and we have taken the very first index.html, so which we have considered as our home page here. So we have made two links. First one is about us. So I haven't since this is very introduction, so I haven't added any content here. Okay, so we are redirected to that about us dot page. So if you go to your NetBeans, so here we have the index.html, and we have taken an a tag. On the href is very important attribute, which tells the spot or the location where it should redirect. Okay, so and also this is the tag or the text for the hyperlink here, and this is the closing tag. Okay, so in using this a tag, we have created two hyperlinks in our index.html page here. So the sole purpose is to, if you click on them, they need to redirect immediately to the that particular HTML page. Okay, so also we have made the respective home link to immediately to go back to the index.html or home page here. Okay, so when coming to the gallery, since the gallery.html is within this gallery folder within our site root directory, so for that reason we have used this the name of the folder and slash here. Okay, so if you have subsequent folders within the gallery, and within that gallery, so you need to keep on mentioning the name of the folder. Okay, so or else it's not going to work here. Okay, so in the same way, if you go to this gallery.html, so same thing we have done, but in the reverse way. So here we need to go one step backwards from our gallery to the site root directory. So for that purpose, we have used the syntax, the period and slash, and then name of our page, which we need to redirect. Okay, so here in our case it's index.html. Okay, so this is the basic stuff about the hyperlinks, creating hyperlinks to document or to navigate within your HTML pages. So see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.